And just, I'm worried with the lack of content and the rate of content coming out, it's just gonna get worse. Who knows, maybe they have something big cooking.
Crushing all resistance to set them free.
What?
No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
All right, Airhead, fine. I'm so sorry for what I said 8 hours before you dropped one of your biggest updates ever. Yeah, I have a lot of explaining to do. First off to everybody, I had no idea they were going to be there at the Game Awards that night when I released the video. I had no idea. I didn't think this was going to happen this year, the Illuminates returning at all, and all of a sudden I'm watching the Game Awards, just trying to see what's Game of the Year, and fucking John Helldiver just comes out and I just see him, and I'm like, oh no. My friends are like, oh, they're going to announce the Illuminates. I'm like, they're not going to do it at the Game Awards. Who's watching the Game Awards to see if there's going to be a Helldivers 2 update? And then you just see the squib foot, and I'm like, fuck. I just released a video about this. And I immediately went to my video. I put a pinned comment saying, like, ignore this video. Don't fucking listen to me. I'm an idiot. All that stuff. And thankfully, it's getting traction now because of the Helldivers 2 update. Thankfully, people are seeing the pinned comment before they go and yell at me. In fact, one of my favorite comments was, not even 10 hours old and this video is outdated. And I'm like, yep. How do you think I feel? I re-recorded that video. I did that video twice and got it out just in time before the big drop. So for everyone that's like, oh, why did he release that and then this happened? Well, here's a follow-up to that. Because I have fought the Illuminate. I updated Helldivers 2. I went to bed late checking out the update, and man, that was a struggle at work. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Helldivers 2 update, and the fact that the Illuminate have returned, and what do I think about Helldivers 2 now? Well, put it simply, I love it. Alright, bye, see you next week. No, I'm just kidding though, but seriously, I love it. The Illuminate faction, when I started learning about the Helldivers franchise, I remember I bought Helldivers 1 because I wanted to see these Illuminates. And I'm not a fan of the top-down shooting, I'm going to be 1000% honest. Helldivers being a third-person shooter is the smartest decision they have ever made. But I still want to check them out. They weren't that bad when I fought them. My friend Mason was always like, oh, they're bad. Oh, you're not going to like them when they join Helldivers 2. Oh, they're so big. I'm seeing the leaked photos. I'm seeing everything, like, from rumors to all that. And then just, bam, finally here. Not only are the Illuminate back, we are in an urban environment for warfare. We have been fighting in these desolate areas with nothing for miles on end. And to be actually able to fight in the streets of, like, a colony is so fucking cool. Not only that, they did add a new enemy. Citizens have been abducted and turned into what we're calling the Voteless, which are essentially zombies. And I think that's the smartest decision they ever did with the Illuminates, as fighting them in Helldivers 1, it was a lot of range, a lot of super powerful attacks, just non-stop. Basically the Illuminate version of cannon fodder. And the lore of them are so cool. Like, these are our citizens, and we're essentially putting them down because of what's happening. Now, the best part about this game, it really is the lore and the gameplay, but the lore is awesome. The Illumins just came out of fucking nowhere. We all thought they were going to come out of the black hole. Nope, they're in the southern area of the map, and they're just here. It seems to be like a recon team, because there's about 5 different types of Illuminates that are still not here in this game, and yet it was fun. Like, fighting this recon team was so fun. Like, when I went and played Helldivers 1 for them, yeah, it was okay, it was fun. I'm like, oh, cool, I can't wait to be on this front. Helldivers 2, my gas diver, he's fighting on the Illuminate front only. Speaking of the Illuminate front, congratulations to all our Helldivers. I unfortunately didn't get any footage of fighting the Illuminates. I was having way too much fun, so I apologize if you're seeing this current footage now. This is after the war, unfortunately, and we won. Congratulations, I was there. I sat on a random person's ship, and we watched the timer, and we watched the map update. we have beaten back the Illuminate faction. And I am so proud of us because I thought this was going to be a canon event, aka rigged, because we have a dungeon master, Joel, and I'm like, oh, they're not going to let us defeat the Illuminants the second we first get them. And we did. With 10 minutes to spare, we somehow took the planet Calypso back. And the Illuminats are gone. You cannot fight them right now. And the poor Discord's crying. And internally, I'm crying too. Because everyone's like, dang, I was enjoying fighting the Illuminats. I was having a blast. And now they're gone. Yeah, they're gone because that's the point of the war. We want to push them off the map. We did it with the automatons. And look what happened. They came back. So to all my fellow Helldivers, they will be back. Relax. They did not spend months on this just for it to be a one-time thing and then just go away. And no one in the Discord can understand that. And it's funny to me. But with that, another reason we also think it's not over yet, because it's months of work and it's a whole big update. If you look at the cover photo of the game, you can see the Meridia black hole. Clearly, they are doing something here. Like, it is believed that they came from the black hole, like they invisible or whatever, because I know people have been stationed on Meridia watching. And if this small recon force got in, what else has gotten past us that we haven't seen? I expect we're going to see the full invasion force, and knowing my luck, it will happen right after this video comes out or before, so I'm going to say this right now. I'm recording this on Monday. I expect we're going to see the Illuminates return by the end of next week. I hope to God I'm either right or I don't know what to hope anymore. So like I said, the update was fantastic. The Illuminates are so fun to fight. We got melee weapons! We have melee weapons finally! It's not the sword. We need the sword as soon as possible though. We have melee weapons. We had the stun lance and we had the stun baton. And a new Hellbond, the Urban Legends Hellbond, which is where the stun lance comes from. We have a new directional shield that's really fun to use. We had the AT-AT encampment artillery, which is so good. I'm just telling you right now, get that. It's 110 medals, worth every fucking medal. So good. We had the Spartan armor that looks so good, and it has a new passive that's really good, increasing your primary reload speed and giving you more ammo. We have a new emote, the Spartan kick, and it actually fucking damages enemies now. Oh, it's so good. And then, the coolest thing to come out of this update, besides the Illuminants, depending on who you are, we have the FRV, the Fast Recon Vehicle, our first vehicle in Helldivers 2. Now, it's currently not a stratagem, but if you look at the major order, it says they are currently in production and we will see them in a couple days. That's been the number one question in the Discord lately is, oh, where's the FRV? I can't get it. It's not here yet. And I feel like they should have said that in their trailer, but it's still Arrowhead. So what does that mean for my opinion on Helldivers 2? Because I have been shitting on it since my first video, which got thousands of views and tens of likes. And unfortunately, ever since then, I feel like it's been on a downfall. So what do I think of Arrowhead now? Arrowhead, for the love of God, do not make me regret saying this, please. I think they learned their lesson. I think the drop in the Illuminates, with everything else, the new Warbond, all the updates, I think they learned their lesson from the two giant failures they did. But there's still some things I'm worried about. For example, the countries are still locked out. I don't know if that's a Valve issue, a Sony issue, or an Arrowhead issue, but it needs to be resolved, and I feel like they kind of just, it happened, oh well, and I can't let that go. Over 150,000 people got back on Helldivers 2 to fight the Illuminants, to push back. It took all 150,000 of us fighting. Which, by the way, this defense mission had the most Helldivers casualties than any other conflict we have done. More than Meridia, more than Malevolent Creek. In 4 days. I definitely think they've learned their lesson, but there's stuff they still need to clean up. For example, the review bombing cape. We were supposed to get that. Well, it wasn't confirmed, but Phil seemed like he really, really wanted to happen, and I don't know if it hasn't happened. I don't know if they've said they're not doing it. I don't know if Sony's holding them up and stuff like that. But these are tiny things, obviously. But a lot of people are begging for the Illuminate to return, which they will. Just calm down. This is how it works. Remember, the end goal is to get them off the map. That's literally the point of Helldivers 2. And people are just like, oh, I had so much fun fighting Illuminate. So did I. They'll be back. Relax. I think they've learned their lesson. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do next. I'm excited to see the actual main force of the Illuminants. If it's going to be harder, because a lot of people were saying they were kind of easy to fight. Yeah, they were, but God forbid we have a fun time, right? But I'm really curious to see what happens next. This is what Arrowhead does. They cook. They cook really good. And they just had 2 really good cooks. The 60-day update, and now this, the Illuminate, the Omens of Tyranny. Can they hold it? Please don't mess up. Like, please. Because I want to be back. My gas diver, I miss him so much. And to find out the gas works against the Illuminates, even though they don't breathe. Oh, perfect. Like, you brought me back, Arrowhead. The second I'm done with this video, I'm going back to playing. Just please, please, no third time. No third time. 1000%. You should already be here. Because right now you can't fight the Illuminates anymore till they return. But we are trying to push to Cyberstan right now, and we need everybody we can get. Because right now it's a race to who's getting to who first. Are the automatons getting to Super Earth first, or are we getting to Cyberstan first? So yes, get back in the pod, Helldiver. It's time to come back to Helldivers 2. I'm going to drop. I'll see you all next week.